The topic I'm going to talk about is probably related to all of your lives. You know, you all have your moms, your dads, your older siblings, and your teachers in school also. The generations Z and the Y next. Why did I divide it into two? Like, the Z is the other side, and the Y next are on the other side. Why is that? Can you have any ideas?
Maybe Y and X are similar?
Yes, they are elder. There are elders, and we are the Z generation. When were you born?
1974.
Do you know which generation are you from?
X.
Yes?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think so.
Do you know any different characteristics of the elder and the younger? Different characteristics. Old people and young people.
A lot of different.
Yes, a lot. Umut Erkan?
The younger ones tend to talk like they know it all, but the elder ones tend to listen to everyone more.
Okay. So do you know what is a know-it-all person? Know-it-all. I know it all.
Yes.
Do you know it?
Like arrogant?
Yes, it's also arrogant. And they're also stubborn, you know? Does this scene happen a lot in your daily life? You all argue with your parents. They tell you to study. You're like, okay. Then they go in your room. Are you studying? Probably not. You're probably studying.
He likes me, and he likes my son.
What does communication come from?
Communicate.
Yes, communication comes from. How do you communicate?
It comes from arguing. Arguing is the part of the communication.
So you communicate with your parents by arguing.
Yeah, it's the key of the communication with my family, with my parents.
It's the general issue of the two generations, the three generations. We are always arguing, and it's actually the main issue, as I stated. This is a know-it-all person, as our friend Umut stated. A know-it-all person tends to pretend knowing everything. They're like, I know this one, I know this one. No, it's not like what you said. No, actually, it's not like what you said. They're stubborn, they're arrogant. How do you talk to a stubborn person? What is stubborn?
I don't talk to stubborn person.
Stubborn persons are like goats. Do you know this story between two goats in a bridge?
Yes.
Goats. Stubborn people are like that. And then there's attitude and sass. Which generation has the most attitude and sass? Do you know? Yes?
I think the younger ones, because they always act like that.
Yes. Attitude and sass comes from the lack of power to change something unwanted. The action of behavior. You're not acting to change something, but you're putting on your reaction. Like, when someone I don't like comes into this room, I'm like, here she is again, or here he is again. It's attitude, it's sass. And you know, probably your son does this too. You're like, your son is like, off dad, off papa.
You are always the same.
Yes. I don't want to study. And I told you something about know-it-all people. They're acting like knowing it all. They're stubborn. I said it again. How do you communicate with them? How do you state your own facts? How do you talk to them?
I don't.
Yes,
They don't talk.
They don't talk. Actually, there's a way of talking. Stubborn and know-it-all people cannot resist to any facts. So you have to come clean with your facts. You have to state. You have to show you have to show your source. Where did you get this information from? And then they have to obey what you say. And then there's sassy behavior. What is the Turkish word for sassy?
We don't have.
Şımarık, tripli, şımarık. And know-it-all? What's the Turkish word? Yes. Do you know this
Yes,
man?
it is.
Dominic Toretto. He states that society forms from family. He is right, society does form from family. And in a family, there are younger and there are elder people. Communication in the family is really important for the communication in society. We are forming the type of communications by learning it from a very young age from our parents, as you see. When you cannot talk to your parents, how are you going to talk to people in society? You can't even tell what you want to say to your parents. How is this going to work? Like, are you always going to stay background in society? No, how do you talk to people? Well, when there is both arrogance and know-it-all people, you have to be in a calm state. And then sometimes a third person is needed. Two people are talking, one person is finding a medium way, a middle way to them, and it's called a mediator. Right now, I'm from the generation Z, but I'm talking to generation X and Y too. So right now, I'm your mediator, and in two people communicating, there is sometimes a needed mediator, sometimes there is not, if the two people are steady and calm enough. Thank you.